This is TWiT.
And actually, let's start with the Wall Street Journal, sworn enemy of Google.
That true.
Who wrote an article that really misstated the case. Google exposed user data, feared repercussions of disclosing to the public. They opted not to disclose to its users its discovery of a bug that gave outside developers access to private data. It found no evidence of misuse. The story is that last spring, Google discovered that the Google Plus API could be misused to read everything in your profile, including the things that you marked private. So I immediately went to my Google Plus profile, and there's no credit cards numbers in there. It's not. It doesn't have your other Google data in there. It's your name, address, jobs you worked at. There were only two things I had marked private in that one. One was my personal email address, and one was my personal phone number. And if somebody got that, I don't think it's the end of the world. How about you? You have anything in there, Jeff?
I make nothing private.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's where all those spam calls are coming from.
Well, maybe. Google did know about it back in the spring and fixed the bug. Actually, we should now go to the Google Project Strobe post. Fixed the bug. Didn't tell anybody about it because, to the best of their knowledge, which is imperfect because they've been deleting logs every 2 weeks, it was never used. No information was exfiltrated. And since it had been fixed, they didn't feel like there was anything to say about it.
And said that a bit indelicately, like kind of, oh, we don't need to bother.
Yeah. Then they said something which really surprised me. So as a result, we're closing Google Plus. which finding number one of Project Strobe, which, by the way, Project Strobe's interesting. It's a what they call a root and branch review of third-party developer access to Google account and Android device data, and of our philosophy around app data access. So that was the problem. Finding one, there are significant challenges in creating and maintaining a successful Google Plus product that meets consumers' expectations. So action one, we're shutting down Google Plus.
I had this vision that Sundar said, is that still alive?
What? We were doing that? Yeah, he thought that Gundarcha, Vic took it with him. Didn't Vic take that with him? So they're not shutting it down till August of next year. However,
next year.
Of next year.
Oh, wow.
August
so I went ahead and I went ahead and did the export of all my data.
Because I think, actually, if anyone was the #1 recipient of benefit from Google Plus, Trey made his career based on Google Plus.
He made the service, too.
And he made the service. He's a great photographer. He was the #1 followed photographer on Google Plus with 8.5 million followers. He wrote a post on Monday, what I would have done if I were designing Google Plus, which I didn't read because who cares? But I mean, I've heard a lot of people, including Mike Elgin, and I think you, Jeff, talk about what Google Plus should have done. They didn't do any of it. Trey was a huge fan of Google Plus. He thinks that sharing photos could have been the saving grace of Google Plus.
Like Flickr?
Yeah, like Flickr. That did so well for Yahoo.
So, Mike, I have a few from his page. One is social networking is dead. It's dead, I tell you. Poor Mike. He loves Google+. The best thing about Google+ has always been its ability to attract great users. Right from the start, the unlimited post size, user moderation policy, and comment centrism favored substantive posting and commenting and the people who want to have real conversations. But I'm losing Google+. But I don't want to lose you, says Mike, and says where to find them.
And that's what everybody's doing.
And then another post.
They call them the Pluspera.
Google is the new
Plus
Yahoo.
diaspora.
Mike argues Google is the new Yahoo.
That I might agree with.
Remember Yahoo?
Yeah.
20 years ago, Yahoo.com got more traffic than any site on the internet, but it failed to evolve. In place of evolution or innovation, Yahoo simply started buying everything with the intention of integrating it, but it was unable to integrate anything in a compelling way. I get the anger, and I share Mike's angst, but I'm not sure that's true.
I follow a ton of photography sites, as you can see. So my Google Plus looks very different from your Google Plus, but it's a great place to put pictures, as you can see, high quality pictures. And so it's kind of a shame. A lot of this stuff, this is actually tame spam, but a lot of this stuff is spam. But a lot of the comments were spam, and in order to keep the comment spam out, and this is what Mike really wishes Google had done, you have to go through your comments and carefully prune it all out. And he says you know, they should have followed the Twitter model. I'm sorry, it's hard not to laugh. Yeah, it's sad.